My name is Nicholas Callas, and you're watching Week 4's Game of the Week in the Whiff's Life League between the Replacements and the Valley Boys. The Replacements are the away team in this game. The Valley Boys are the home team. This game just ready to get underway. Starting lineups for the Replacements, we'll start Klopp, JQ, and Dom, those three to hit. And then the Valley Boys, it's Biani, Cruz, and Berger, and Austin Berger is doing the pitching. He's ready to go. Left-handed hitting. Josh Klopp stands in. Klopp also pitching for the Replacements, but top of the first inning. And this game is about to get underway. First pitch misses too high for a ball. Counts 1-0. Too high. 2-ball, no strike count. Off the top of the strike board, 2 balls and a strike. This is week 4. This is the last week of the regular season for the Whiff's Life League. That one misses outside. Klopp well ahead in the count. Here's the pitch, and that's well too far low. Ball 4. 5 balls for a walk in this league. Still 3 strikes per out. Swing, and that's a miss. Now the full count. 4-ball, 2-strike pitch is fouled away. So it's the last week of the regular season, and the standings are tight in the Whiff's Life League as that one's grounded foul. There are 13 teams in the league. It's the largest league that they've had since 2018. And so the way they do it is the top 6 teams are going to make it regardless. And right now there are a few teams tied for 6, as that one has popped right to the pitcher, Austin Berger, for out number 1. 2 outs every half inning as well. And now here comes JQ. Base is empty. That pitch misses high for a ball. That's outside. Here's the pitch from Berger. Too high and outside. Two lefties to start this game as hitters for the Replacements, as that one's outside, and that's
2 outs per inning.
Ball 5 and a walk.
It's on the bottom of the score sheet if you want to read them.
Now here comes Dom batting with the runner on and 1 out of 2 in this half inning. That one too far below the zone. But there are 6 teams that are tied for 6th place. I correct myself. There's 4 teams tied for 6th place. 2 teams tied for 4th. But the top 6 teams, that's the most important. Those top 6 teams go straight into the double elimination playoff bracket. All teams, all 13, have a chance to make it to the playoffs. It's just a matter of how challenging the road will be to get there. That's ball 5, another walk issued by Austin Berger, bringing Klopp back to the plate with 1 out of 2 in this half inning. Top of the first, no score. But now 2 on, an opportunity to drive in some runs, and that one bounced to the plate. But the 7, 8, and 9 finishing teams will have 1 play-in game. So it's win or you're done. You don't get to the double elimination bracket. And then everybody below that, that's 10, 11, 12, and 13, will have to win 3 single elimination games. So if they don't win 3 straight games without a loss, they'll be done. Now the 7, 8, 9 teams, as that one's driven out to right.
Oh!
Off the hands, it looked like, of the right fielder, and gone. So Klopp with a 3-run home run. And now it's 3-0.
I used 2 hands right there.
The Valley Boys have given up an early lead. 3-0 top of the first, 1 out. That one's fouled back. It's tough, though. If the ball doesn't hit the ground, it is a home run. So if it tips off any fielder and goes over. That one was well struck, though, there by Klopp. Now number 2 hitter pops it up. That's JQ. Here comes the pitch. Too high. Wow. So there was a relatively quick out by Berger. Klopp got out for the, as the first batter of the game. And then 2 hitters reached on walks, and then Klopp hit a home run. JQ out there after getting forced into a pitcher's hand, and that'll end the top of the first inning, but 3 runs in. On a 3-run home run by Klopp, it's 3-0. Replacements lead the Valley Boys, bottom of the first inning coming up. But just to go over this playoff picture one more time, just to illustrate it, it's tough. All teams make it, but it's tough for those bottom 4 teams. I think that's what With His Life wanted to do. The With His Life League wanted to do, give all teams the most opportunity to make it into the playoff bracket, but just, make it challenging. It's never fun when you have to eliminate guys, especially in a league like this. As that one's launched out to left at the wall, that one's way out of here. Biani with a home run.
The no-hitter's gone.
To lead off, and just like that, the Valley Boys respond. 3-1's the score now. The replacements still lead. Josh Klopp doing the pitching. As that one's hit high out to left, and that ball is also gone. Now it's a 1-run game. Cruz hit one out to left field there, the number 2 hitter. Now here's Austin Berger. Takes 2 high. So as these two teams stand right now, based on that playoff format, the replacements are 10th, so they would be among the bottom 4 that would have to win 3 in a row if they stay there, as that one's in the left. And that ball is fair down that left field line. Berger ran well through the first base bag, but he's on. It'll go down as a single. Nobody out yet in this bottom of the first inning. It's 3-2. Replacements still lead, but the Valley Boys batting.
Got him at 1.
Making a strong comeback. That one into the pitcher's hand for the out. So now Cruz will bat, runner on second. 1 out of 2 in this bottom of the first inning. That one in there, but the replacements right now are 10th. The Valley Boys tied for 11th. Both teams in the bottom 4 of the bracket. And the season ends after this game. And when the day started, 4 teams were tied for that 6th spot. As that one's out to left, and that ball is gone! Cruz with a 2-run home run. Power striking early for both these teams. But the Valley Boys, after going down 3 in the top of the first inning, have scored 4 in the bottom of the first off 2 home runs. Or 3 rather. 3 home runs to make it a 4-3 game. Now that one flied out there by Berger, and that's going to be caught out in straightaway left for out number 3. 4 runs in on 3 home runs for the Valley Boys. It's 4-3. Going to the second inning. Valley Boys have 2.5 points coming into this final week. Replacements have 3. So it's not impossible for one of those teams to catch the Space Cowboys today.
No, first guy got out 2.
The replacements are 3 and 7. The Valley Boys are 2 and 6.
So they got 3.
All teams play 3 games a day.
I can't.
But all I have right now is what they've done entering the day. So that one's fouled back. Tom will bat here. Austin Berger doing the pitching. So it's a tight race at the bottom entering today, and if these two teams don't advance into the into that 6th spot, or at least the 7, 8, 9 spots, then they'll have to win 3 straight games to make it into the double elimination tournament. That's the big one. That's the one that all top 6 teams in the standings are granted, as that one misses. The replacement's batting here. Tommy Inez at the plate, and he swings and hits that one into left center. A flip to the pitcher's circle.
Cracked. Underway that over there, Jake.
That one now into right, and a bit of a bobble out in right center field. That allows Klopp to reach. So now 2 on. And here is JQ, who takes that first pitch. The replacement's batting now. They got all 3 of their runs on a Klopp home run in the first. And now that one lined to right field, and that ball is gone. How about that? 2 3-run home runs for the replacements in this game. Doubles their run total now, and they lead 6-4. Home runs aplenty to start this game. It's the top of the second inning. Nobody out. Dom Ines back to the plate.
Home run.
That one missed. He reached on a single to start this inning. 6-4 game. That one misses.
No.
The replacements are led by Gino Joseph as Dom takes for a ball. That'll bring Josh Klopp back to the plate. Top of the order hitter. He was the one that hit the 3-run home run in the first inning to give replacements the early lead at the time. The Valley Boys keeping pace, though, as that one is flipped to the pitcher's circle. And so Klopp will be called out at first base on the pitcher's hand rule. Now Jonathan Quinque comes to the plate. 1 out of 2 in this top of the second inning. It's 6-4. Replacements have regained the lead. That one sharply hit to center, and that ball is going to stay in the park off the top of the wall. Gets into the pitcher's circle.
Well, actually, Dom, you're up, so you're hitting.
Dom Ines did not make it past the line that you need to cross before the ball gets into the pitcher's hand in the circle. So he'll have to go back. He'll actually be replaced there, because the replacements are only batting 3 in the order. So he'll have a runner run for him. He swings and fouls back. Ines at the plate. Also hearing that Klopp and Ines of the replacements are big 93.7 The Fan fans, and they're big Adam Crowley fans. Love to hear that. And if you didn't know that, I work there. Hi, I'm Nicholas Callas. Nice to meet you. Always love to hear that. They are living up to their name as well this season. They went 0-3 last week. They didn't win any of their games in week 3. They didn't score a single run. It's a bit different here, though. They've scored 6 so far, and they lead in the second inning.
Is this full?
Today they're missing Cernowski and Joseph. They're 2 of the biggest veterans. They travel and play across the country. Gino Joseph, somebody I've known for a little while. He's a nice guy and talented player for sure. As Ines swings and misses, and that will end the top of the second inning. Another 3-run home run for the replacements, this time off the bat of Quinque. And after an inning and a half, it's 6-4. The replacements lead the Valley Boys. And this is the last week of the regular season. All teams will then play in the playoffs. 13 teams in the league. All 13 will make it in some capacity. It just depends how challenging the road is. I can't even say that technically. They're going to be play-in games. Technically, all teams make the playoffs. It's just winning playoff game after playoff game, or play-in game after play-in game, as that one's hit off the wall out in left center field. Biani on with a single to lead off this bottom of the second inning, and now it's Cruz at the plate.
They just don't make $5 bats like they used
Brendan Cruz hitting, and he's ahead in the count now. Pitch is outside. Still Klopp batting, or excuse me, Klopp doing the pitching for the replacements against the Valley Boys, who are now hitting down 2 runs. Valley Boys had 4 home runs in the bottom of the first inning, and they scored 6 on those home runs. That one caught routinely by Ines out in left field for out number 1 of 2.
Did it bend back the right way?
In the bottom of the second inning. Now Austin Berger will hit. Both teams, usually conventionally you have 4 who bat in an order. These 2 teams batting 3, so that's unusual to see for one team, let alone 2. As that one misses. We already know the replacements don't have 2 of their veterans on the team today.
Actually, Burgers was payback.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, and it's going to be caught out by the third base bag for out number 3. Berger's out. Second inning's over.
Still 6-4.
So no runs on 1 hit in the inning for the Valley Boys. They fail to score and respond to the replacements. It's 6-4 going into the top of the third inning. It's the third inning of 5 starting now. Valley Boys pitching to the replacements. Replacements have 6. They got a 3-run home run in each of the first 2 innings. As that one misses. Austin Berger struggling a little bit.
Hey, Coach.
He's been a little outside the strike zone in this game. Blocks have come back to haunt him.
1 and 2 today.
As that one misses outside. 4-ball count. 5 balls for a walk in this league, as that one is softly hit back to the mound. Stayed fair.
Oh, you did? Oh, good call.
Looked like it didn't cross that foul line, though, in front of the plate. Ball's got to cross that arc.
4-2.
So that's a full count. 4-ball, 2-strike count. 5 balls for a walk, 3 strikes for an out. And that one catches the zone. Strike 3 called, out number 1. It's Klopp who goes down looking.
Oh! This is a beam fest.
Now here's Quinn Quay up to the plate. 1 out of 2. So that's the only big rule changes. If you're new to the Whiff is Life League, that's the rules that the National League uses as well as the Whiff is Life League. But it's a 5-ball count for a walk, and 2 outs need to be recorded every half inning. So instead of 4 balls, 5 for a walk. Instead of 3 outs, 2 need to be recorded every half inning. But you see a lot of these teams, I mean, these are grown men playing wiffle ball. The Whiff is Life League has a pitch velocity limit as Quinn Quay works the walk. Now here's Ines, but they have a pitch velocity limit, so it's even easier for some of these grown men to get a hold of a ball. A lot of these teams here are talented, as that one's into center field. That will hop up against the wall, but this field's short enough that Ines can only get a single out of it. Quinn Quay moves to second on the play. But you see some of these better teams, and even some of the lower tier teams. I mean, these 2 teams are in the bottom 4 right now of the standings, but thanks for a good game here. They've just traded home runs and traded the lead through the first inning of this game, as that one is into right field, played on the ground, flip. And a force, rather. Right fielder looked like he took it to the bag himself. For the force out, either way, top of the 3rd inning comes to a close, and the replacements fail to score for the first time in this game. No runs and a couple base runners left on. After the top of the 3rd inning, still a 6-4 lead. The replacements lead the Valley Boys. This is the game of the week, week 4 of the Whiff is Life League, the last week of the regular season. It seems like a short season until you remember that these teams also play 3 games a day whenever they meet. I mean, it's not a terribly taxing sport, so they can get 3 games in a day, usually from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. here at Cecil Park every week, as that one's over to Ines and straightaway left field just beyond the 3rd base bag down that baseline. And the runner didn't even make an effort to run for that one. That's Piani who's out.
Oh! This game's getting heated.
Now here comes Cruz. Couple homers in this game for him so far.
Rio.
Takes there. 3-ball, no-strike count. Klopp still doing the pitching. That's a strike there. Had a rough first inning. Gave up 3 long balls in that first inning. Didn't give up a run in the second. And has 1 out of 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd, about halfway through this game. It's a 5-inning regulation game. Klopp's pitch. Popped into the air toward left. Ines has a play, and he's got it. So 2 quick outs there by the Valley Boys, and they go down in order. 1-2. 3rd inning over. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Going to the 4th inning, it's the replacements 6 and the Valley Boys 4. This is the Whiff is Life League, Game of the Week, Week 4. My name is Nicholas Callas, and these 2 teams entering the day in last place, but there's a whole, or not in last place, they're in the bottom 4. They're in the last category of teams that make it to the play-in games for the Whiff is Life League playoffs.
They play some of the best teams today. They play the 3 best teams today.
Austin Berger still on the mound for the Valley Boys, who trail by 2. Neither team scored in the 3rd.
They have to hear on-base machine.
And a walk worked there. That was Quinque working the walk. Berger's been walking a healthy amount of batters in this game. Not a great number for him so far. And those first 2 innings, some of those walks came around to burn him. The Valley Boys gave up 3 runs on home runs. 1 hit by Klopp in the first, and then 1 hit by Quinque in the second. Both 3-run home runs. The only runs they've scored so far were on those 3-run home runs in each of the first 2 innings. 6-4 is the score, and now here's Ines, who takes high and inside. But entering the day, these 2 teams are among the bottom 4 in the standings, so
I can't say.
the more wins they get, the better chance they have of getting into a better position for a play-in game, I should say. I want to call them playoff games. I mean, are play-in games playoff games? There's been an argument about that for a while in sports, especially since the NBA is doing it now. Yeah, one of the more notable sports that exists. That one out to center, and that is dropped. Flipped to second base. Force out recorded there. Ines will be out. Ball stayed within the confines of the field. So the ball was dropped out in center field, but I missed that little kink in the rules. They got Ines out on the force at second base, and then flipped it to the pitcher in the circle. And Klopp was not yet at first base. The pitcher's hand forces out the runner at first base. So they got a double play in one of the most unique ways you'll see
I don't know who the coach of the replacement is, but he's
in wiffle ball. So potential error turns into a double play, and the Valley Boys give up no runs in the top of the 4th inning. Now we're in the bottom of the 4th. Replacement still leads 6-4. And that one's lined to left, and that ball is...
It's a one-run game.
It is gone! So a home run there. Foul ball. Home run makes it 6-5. The Valley Boys look to be on a comeback. That was Berger, Austin Berger with the homer. Now Biani's at the plate. And he lines that one to left. That stays in the park. He wasn't running initially. And only get 1 base out of it as Ines gets it back into the infield. So Biani on first. Valley Boys now down by a run. That one swung on and missed. Strike 1. Chased there by Cruz. Strike 2 over the outside edge. Klopp's pitch is swung on. High out to left. Deep and gone.
Probably like the second time I've ever seen it.
2-run home run for Brendan Cruz. And the Valley Boys have their first lead since the bottom of the 1st inning. In the bottom of the 4th. The score is now 7-6. The Valley Boys are now ahead of the replacements, and it's a 5-inning regulation game. And the Valley Boys are the home team, so they've got to protect this lead and take these opportunities now to potentially get some insurance. Austin Berger was pitching. He was replaced in the last inning by Brendan Cruz, but he's batting now, and he pops that one up out toward right field. Caught in a slip and fall.
No! Oh! He got him! Come on! Woo!
So out recorded at first base.
I guess that's a ground out.
Yeah, so it looked like the ball was dropped up by the first base bag.
Good. I'm all
The
right.
fielder was there in enough time. That was
Good time.
Quinque, who grabbed the ball off the ground and still touched the base with his hand, and any contact made with the base with the ball in a fielder's possession that's a force out is a force out. It's completed there. Ines can't make that play. The flip to the pitcher's circle, though. And Ines recovers there well. We've seen a few of those plays in this game where recoveries have... All right, so it looked like they were just going to pick up the balls and put them back in the bucket. They needed to collect some of the wiffle balls. Runner's safe at first base.
I'm just the scorekeeper. I'm not the umpire. All games are self-umpired. Call David.
So it looked like the force out actually wasn't recorded. Now that one out to left. That is going to stay in the park. Ines tries to peg the runner going to third. And that's going to get by. 1-run scores. Here comes the second runner and scored. Oh, man. Cruz with an inside the park home run. I mean, that may officially go down as an error.
Huh? 9-6, you guys.
You guys need better coaching.
Man. Now here's Berger at the plate. Tough break there for the replacements, who now trail this game 9-6. That one's fouled away. But Berger's batting here. That one misses. He's ahead in the count now. Klopp's still doing the pitching for the replacements. Game has been interesting so far. That one out to left and foul.
You can make the calls, Tim.
There's the pitch to Berger. That one inside. That's going to be a walk. Back to the top of the order now for Biani. Still 1 out of 2 recorded in this bottom of the 4th inning of a 5-inning regulation game. That's too far out of play for Ines. On the ground, Ines has it in left center field, flipped to the pitcher's circle. Both teams waiting for a call. So it's supposed to be a self-umpired game. I've seen many teams be fair on the rules, and there's no animosity between these teams. They're looking for a call there, and they don't get one. That one launched to left field, and that ball is gone. So that being a single helps the Valley Boys. Cruz with another home run. That one a 3-run home run, and now it's become a blowout. It's 12-6. Valley Boys have taken the lead, a strong lead over the replacements, and now that one out to left. That hits off. Looked like it just missed the cage, actually, and that ball is going to be a home run. Austin Berger, his second home run of the game, and now it's a 10-run lead. Or almost a 10-run lead. It's 13. So 6. Biani reaches there on a single, beats that one out. Ines, his throw was not held in by Klopp on the mound. So I had 10-run rule on the brain. It's 13-6 now. It's if the Valley Boys were to score 3 more runs, it would turn into a mercy rule. That one's a strike there. Cruz at the plate. There's the pitch. He's got 5 home runs in this game. Valley Boys, for a moment there, for a bit through the first 3 innings, did not have the lead. They were down 7-6. Is that one? He's going to get into left field. That's another single. I'm sorry, they were down 6-4. They took the lead in this inning, made it 7-6. They've since capitalized, scored 13 total now, as Austin Berger comes back to the plate. But up until this inning, the Valley Boys have had the lead up until the later half of this game. The replacements had the lead. Valley Boys got 4 in the first inning, struggled to score since, and in this inning, they've just erupted. That one misses, ball 5. So a ghost runner will have to take over, and they'll have to pick up the baseballs. The wiffle balls again. Klopp's still on the mound. They're not taking him out. Top of the order coming back up. Biani will bat next. So the replacements got 3 runs in the first. They had an early 3-0 lead. The Valley Boys countered by scoring 4 in the first inning, making it 4-3. The replacements got another 3 runs. They made it 6-4 in the second inning. Neither team scored after that point, and here are the Valley Boys now just... They scored 9 runs in this inning, and there's a play made there. Pitcher's hand gets the force out, inning ends. But again, 9 runs to the plate for the Valley Boys. They've got a 13-6 lead going into the last inning of regulation, top of the 5th inning, last chance for the replacements, who are now down by 7. J.Q. Quinque will bat to lead off. Cruz pitching, that one up the middle. And a flip to the pitcher's circle. Force out recorded there. 1 out of 2 in this top of the 5th inning. This is the last inning of regulation. And the last week of the regular season for the Whiff is Life League. Now Resines takes inside there. One fouled away. Cruz got 2 quick outs after taking over last inning. And now gets a pop fly there. Caught out in straightaway left field. And Cruz shuts the door. And also gets some aid from the offense. He was a part of the offense, too. He had the most home runs, I think, of any single person in this game. But the Valley Boys go on to win. Before that inning, they were trailing by 2, and they come back. They scored 9 in the 5th inning. They scored 9 in the bottom of the 4th and shut it down in the 5th to win by the final score of 13-6.
So Cruz here after a 13-6 victory over the replacements. Cruz, talk us through that victory.
A little bit of trouble defensive side in the beginning of the game. Maybe not attacking guys as we usually should, but Berger kept the fort down. We got in, had a huge crooked inning, and that kind of took us to the victory. A lot of long balls.
Yeah, speaking of long balls, a lot of them came with 1 out there in the bottom of the 4th. Was there a mentality at the plate there, or is it just trying to get the next guy up?
I think it was just take advantage of what we had. I mean, there was a couple questionable calls that we got our way and they got their way, so we kind of just pushed through and just try to take advantage of what we can't control.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and that'll do it. One more time, the final score, 13-6. The Valley Boys beat the replacements. My name is Nicholas Callas, and this has been the Whiff is Life Game of the Week for Week 4, the final week of the regular season.